Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another APA video, and this one is not required at all, but we are doing a season recap because I wanted to give my thoughts on us growing as a channel, me growing as a person and a content creator, and just the adventures that I've had through the APA. That being said, if it's not obvious enough, we did not make playoffs. We ended, I think, 9th seed, maybe 10th seed. Kelly and Tyler, I don't think you've played yet, so depending on if Kelly wins or not, I'll be 9th seed, but it doesn't matter. I'm out of playoffs either way, which is definitely unfortunate, but it's honestly a little bit better for me because I'm about to graduate and not having the extra stressor of playing those matches and having to schedule those matches and taking time to find a time to play those matches is very, very nice. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the season recap. So you guys can see the first team on screen probably. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, so I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this video or do this video. I've got no script, I've got nothing, but I do want to start out by saying thank you. I want to say thank you to Panther, Mitty, and Dan for giving me this opportunity. There were a ridiculous number of applicants to get into APA Wi-Fi, and very rightfully so. Everybody wants to get an APA, everybody wants to have the opportunity that I had, and I was blessed to be the one that got chosen to do so, and I'm so thankful every day for the opportunities that have been provided for me, for the doors that have been opened, and it was a crazy experience, especially it ending towards when I actually graduate is absolutely crazy. Like, this was one of my last experiences as a high school student, getting in a big league with a world champion, with all these really amazing people, with people I've watched my entire Pokemon career, like Emvee, like aDrive, people like that, and being able to actually have conversations with them, talk to them, get to know them as actual people rather than content creators. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. And it's so surreal. Even now, I can't believe it. I've made good friends with people. I'm friends with Nate, I'm friends with Vivid, I'm friends with Kay, like I've made Emvee, I've made friends through this, and it's crazy to be able to sit there and talk to people that I've watched forever. Like, that's such a cool feeling, dude. And now when I join servers, people are like, is that the John Jr.? And I'm like, guys, I'm still human. Like, I have 500 subs maybe on YouTube, and people just notice me from the APA, and that's such a good feeling, such a cool feeling. That being said, I've also had a lot of opportunities open to meet people through my name being through the APA. I get so many requests to join leagues, and I'm so sorry if you guys request me to join a league and I don't. I have so many requests to join leagues, it's crazy, and I try to not put too many leagues up at once because, like, it gets stressful, it gets super stressful. But I'm about to hit the summer, so I might join one more league. But I've had so many great opportunities to meet so many great people, and so many of my best friends have been met through the APA. Obviously Panther's such a great guy, one of my best friends, and he's on a cruise right now, so shout out to Panther, hope you're having a good time. But he opened the opportunity for me to meet, like, Just Kurt, for Kurt the Buzzswole, for Steven, for Silver, for so many good people, Brody, Odds, even him. Like, there's so many really cool people, Jason, Diet Tight, so many people that I've been able to meet that are some of my best friends through the APA, and I'm so happy about it, dude. Like, I wouldn't be the same person if I didn't get let into the APA, and I can't express my gratitude. This is absolutely crazy. As a channel, that's what I want to talk about next. I talked about me as a person, I want to talk about me as a channel, as a brand. Earlier this year, I actually took a rebrand. I was Austin GGK, I think, but earlier this year in January, I took the full rebrand as John Jr. For those of you guys that don't know, I might have been John Jr. before, but I took like a full rebrand, new logo, new everything, new me, new layouts, all that kind of stuff. I took a rebrand, and I started making better content for sure, because my content before was not very good. If you guys really want to see my old content, they're unlisted in playlist, and you guys can go check that out. They're not public because I don't want people to see them when they click on the channel, because it's not me anymore. The content was really sloppy, it wasn't very well presented, and I still have anger issues, but I let that show through, and I do a lot better of a job at containing my anger issues now. But that being said, I think that my content is very, very nice now. I've always had a good voice for YouTube. That's just because I've always done it for a while, and people like to listen to me and like to hear what I say, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys about that. But that being said, I think that my content has grown tenfold, and I think you guys can agree for sure. When I joined the APA, I say this all the time, I started out at 189 subs. I am now at almost 500, maybe over 500 by the time I upload this video, which is insane, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm getting constant views and stuff on all the videos, constant support from you guys, and I love every single one of you guys that actually just take a second out of your day to like the video. You guys have no idea how much a like makes my day, how much just a comment makes my day. I appreciate you guys so much. I made friends through the comments. I've made so many connections, and so many cool people have been met through that. But anyway, tangent aside, if you guys go look at some of my old videos, my first Wi-Fi League PMU, it didn't have a face cam, it didn't have, which this face cam is still not the best, but that's because I'm on a laptop. It's a good webcam, but the laptop can't handle all the USBs I have plugged in. I have a lot of USBs. Anyway, I went from not having a webcam and not having a layout to having a webcam, a very professional looking layout. Thank you, Brody. Very good looking logos, and just I can actually edit videos now. I can overlay things, and it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. And the growth has been crazy. I remember when I hit 200 subs, my mind was blown. When I hit 300 subs, my mind was blown. When I hit 400 subs, my mind was blown. And I can't even comprehend about to hit 500 subs. That was my end of the year goal. I'm so mind blown. I cannot express how crazy this is. And like, you guys are giving me so much support. I'm getting more support than a lot of the higher up channels, which is crazy. I've made so many cool friends through this. It's insane. All that being said, we should probably talk about the APA season as a whole. So first off here, we did start the APA season, and I was obviously going to say yes no matter what it is. Panther could have said that I would have had 5 Little Cup Mons, not even 6 Pokemon, 5 Little Cup Pokemon, and everybody else would have had a team full of Ubers, and I still would have done the stinking league. But Panther told me about it, and he told me that it was going to be a 3-draft format where you draft 3 different teams. Obviously, you guys have been watching all the coaches, even if not me, you guys have been watching other people, and you guys know how the format works. So basically, I wasn't super thrilled about this. I'm not super keen on drafting. Like, it's probably my least favorite part about the whole drafting process, right? Like, I love building so much. I love putting my creativity out there on the teams and being able to run some really cool sets for you guys to be like, wow, that's really cool. And then when you see them work, that's even cooler. And battling is by far my favorite part. That's the reason I do the leagues. Outside of the community, I love just the battling aspect so much. But that being said, I wasn't super keen on the 3 drafts. And it was originally supposed to be 2, I think, if I remember correctly, but it got changed to 3 last minute. I think that's how Panther introduced it to me, was 2. But that being said, I wasn't like thrilled about it, and even going through and playing it, I must say that I'm not a fan of the 3-draft format. It's cool, and it was something different, and I understand why we did it, because it was getting stale, and I'm not saying that I wish I didn't do it. I'm so glad I did it. I will always be glad that I did it, but I'm not a fan of the 3-draft format. In the future, I really don't know if I want to do it again. If it's an APA, heck yeah, I'll do it again. I will always come back to the APA so long as I'm invited. But if a random league like invites me in this 3-draft format, I'm not gonna do it. I just don't. With me, I like having connections with my Pokemon. As lame as that sounds, and as corny as that sounds, I like having connections with my Pokemon. My boy Hank Dang Tank, the Swampert, you guys already know. Nurse Boy, the Oddno. I've got so many cool Pokemon, but being able to use them for like 4 games, I don't get to learn a lot about the Pokemon. For instance, the second 4 drafts, I finally got to use Mega Diancie. That was a mon that I was looking to try for a while, and I finally got to pick it up. I only got to use it for 4 games, and it put in work in those 4 games, but it just felt like there was something missing. It just felt like I didn't get to use that Pokemon long enough to really be able to capitalize on it, to be able to have the best matchups that it could have, to be able to really see its potential, to run all the crazy sets. I get to run 4 different sets, potentially, if it even has a good matchup, and that's it. And I don't get to use it again, especially if you don't make playoffs. So I don't really like that part of it, and I also really don't like, there's nothing you can do to fix this part, but I don't like how you can face certain mons 3 times. For me, it was Charizard X, and I think we lost to Charizard X all 3 times. If I remember correctly, Charizard X smacked my team up every single time, and that wasn't fun. I don't like facing Charizard X in general. It's a very stressful mon to prep for, but facing it 3 times was definitely not a good experience. That being said, making 3 draft plans was definitely another con of this. Making draft plans in general is very, very stressful, and finding a team that I can stick with for X amount of time is very, very stressful. But it feels, not only does it feel pointless when you're only doing it for four weeks, like it feels like, oh, I'll do bad this time, then I'll do good the next time or whatever, but it feels not as meaningful, I guess, to draft those mons. It's like, after the first draft I planned, and I had a good team, and I really liked the team, and then after that I was just like, I don't have enough time to plan this. I feel like I'm a bit rushed, so I'm just gonna pick whatever Pokemon and I'm just gonna roll with it. So that being said, those are probably the cons of the format. I don't have any other complaints about the format. That being said, APA itself was super fun. The people were amazing. I loved everybody in the league. It was super fun to talk to everybody and get to know everybody. Even the later part of the season when people dropped, it was fun to get to meet everybody. And just having the opportunity to be known as one of the APA people. I may be, I think, the second smallest person in the APA, but you guys treat me so well and so nicely, and the community is phenomenal, and I couldn't ask for a better community. That being said, the APA, I wouldn't change a thing about it. We did go 6-6, and I'm really disappointed in myself for going 6-6, because if you have not watched this channel before, I like to get 2 wins for every loss. I like to stick around the 67 win percentage, and I've usually done that. I've usually been able to capitalize on that, and I've made playoffs in every season except I believe one that I've ever done. So it's very weird sitting on the outside looking in. Even if I don't win the leagues, I usually make playoffs, and I usually at least win the first round. So it's very weird not being in the playoff race. That being said, I do think that we could have played better throughout the season. I think against Wolfey, if I would have just brought the set that Jacob gave me, I would have beat him, which sucks because I got swept by Z-Rain Dance Melodic, and I still hear so much stuff about that, but that's awesome. That's awesome that people can know me from that, and we have a good laugh about it. And the crit freeze against General Tarheel definitely sucked. I feel like we might have been able to pull that game through, but like I said, you can't be too mad. It's a game of Mons, and we didn't really get unlucky the rest of the season. But other than that, like, the season was great. Like, it was super fun, super competitive games, and like I enjoyed it quite a lot. That being said, I don't know what else to say about the season. I got to try Mega Diancie, like I said, and that was super fun. I love Archeops. You guys love Archeops now too. I love the support that Archeops has been getting, and I'm definitely gonna draft it again in the future. It blows my mind how much you guys like Tank, the Swamper. It blows my mind how much you guys are so supportive of particular Pokemon. Like, all I see whenever I go somewhere is Young Arrowhead, the Archeops, or Tank, the Swamper. People talking about these Pokemon, and it's so cool to see my nicknames, my Pokemon being talked about. Like, that's the same way that I felt whenever I faced Dan in his Victini V-Drive. I was like, this is the V-Drive. I'm playing the Victini that I've been watching for years, which obviously, you know, it's a differently gen Pokemon, but whatever. That's so cool that people are doing that with my Pokemon now. That being said, I do want to go ahead and say that no matter how big I get, I think I'm going to try to always keep this mindset. Like, I'm not big by any means now. Like, I'm definitely to a point that people would like to get to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not big, but for the Pokemon community, I'm pretty big. And I don't want that to sound cocky or anything, but like, that's just the way it is. Like, people know me. People know me. I guess that's the best way to put it. But I'm never going to try. I'm trying to never be like a douche to people, try to be rude to people. I want to always keep my roots, always be the same guy, same nice, happy, optimistic guy that brings you guys some good content. And that being said, moving forward, we're no longer in APA Season 5, obviously, and our Season 6 spot is not guaranteed, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get back in. People have told me that our chances are pretty good to get back in. Nobody really disliked us. We did everything we were supposed to do, so there's no reason why we wouldn't get back in. So I'm hoping for Season 6 we get back in. It is yet to be determined whether that will be Gen 8 or not, but I'm figuring that it will probably be Gen 8, so there will probably be a little hiatus from that on the channel. That being said, what are we going to do on this channel in the meantime? Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of other leagues, and I hope you guys stick around for those leagues. I'm still going to be the same person. It's just going to be different leagues, different teams, and not the 3 draft format. And against different people, obviously, so I know that it's going to get less views and stuff, but I would really appreciate it if you guys stuck around for those. I've got some really cool leagues coming up. Hopefully, I'll be joining a new league soon. I'm on the lookout for one more Wi-Fi league because it is going to be summer. I've got all the free time in the world, and we're going to rock out with it. That being said, the APA was probably one of the best experiences I have ever had. It was so fun to be able to play all these cool people, be able to meet all these cool people, and I had the opportunity of a lifetime. And I will never in my life be able to say how grateful I am to not only the commissioners of the league, but to you guys for coming around, making me feel wanted, making me feel welcome in the community. And it's a phenomenal feeling, and I really just thank you. Thank you. I can't say it enough. Thank you. I really hope you guys stick around for future videos, but that is going to be our APA season. We made so many good memories. Young Arrowhead hitting those stone edges against Vivid. That was a cool experience. We had Big Tank walling people out. Mega Diancie, we won the speed tie against Kurt. That was awesome. So many cool memories. We're putting it in the books, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys will stick around for the other leagues. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And with that being said, this has been John Jr. signing off.